Hey, what's up guys, Guillermo here, back with another video for you guys today. And today I'm going to do a review on the Tilt SCS and the Tilt Tomahawk forks. I think pretty much this SCS and this fork are the best ones that are out right now in the market. Tilt is the leading company in forks and SCSs as well as bars, I'm pretty sure. And they've been making some really nice products recently with the new Sculpted series and the new Select series. I'll leave a link in the description down below to Outset where you can check out all the Tilt products and all the limited edition Tilt products that there are, which I think are really amazing. I saw some Tilt wheels that were red with white, I saw some that were black with red. There were just tons of different ones, even grip tape. So yeah, go have a look at that. The first thing I want to say about this is I have never had any problems with this fork or this SCS. The closest thing to a problem that I've seen with this SCS was back in 2014 when I had a friend, actually shout out to Jake, who had a Tilt SCS and got his bolt stuck in there, but I think that was more of an issue with the fork, which was a Tilt Nimbus fork from back in the day. The SCS itself has a really sleek design, nothing too special, nothing too flashy. It looks just perfect in my opinion. I really like the black color with Tilt, the glossy black. I just think it looks really good with everything. And again, my whole scooter is black, which I like. But I will be changing the colors of some parts soon. So yeah, as you can see, this SCS has 6mm bolts in each one of the clamp bolts. And it also has an M8 bolt, which is also a 6mm bolt going down into the fork. These are actually the new Tilt forks, the 120 ones. Because they have slightly bigger threads, which make it much more difficult for you to strip them, or even, as I said earlier, for them to get stuck in there. Some advice that I have for you guys on how to never strip your bolts or anything like that is always, when you're untighten the first one, then the third one, then the second one, and then the fourth one, and do the same when tightening your bars on or whatever, because that way you won't stress the clamp and you'll open it evenly without leaving any stress points anywhere. Also, something really useful is you can grease your bolts, which will usually increase the lifespan and make them not get stuck in your SCS. This SCS I actually didn't get myself. I didn't buy this new. I bought this off Arthur. Shout out to Arthur. He was one of the guys on this channel back in the day, and he actually did an unboxing, which right now has, I think it's 150,000 views. You can go check it out. I'll leave a link right over there. And yeah, this SCS was used and it's still working pretty well. You can see that the graphic hasn't faded or anything because it's lasered in, and there's no signs of deterioration. It hasn't been scratched up or anything. There's only a couple scratches. And this SCS he actually bought maybe 2 years ago, which it's pretty good for an SCS. Moving down to the Tomahawk fork, this in my opinion is the best fork there is right now out on the market, because not only is it light and it fits 120s, which I wouldn't really ride 120s, but hey, if it's your thing, just ride them. I mean, it has a 6mm bolt on the inside, which isn't a very common thing to see. It has the F5 axles, which I'm a big fan of, but I'll talk to you a little bit more about that in a second. And also, it hasn't been wearing out too fast from Smiths and 50/50s, which forks do get worn down pretty fast. I'm actually considering rawing the whole fork. So yeah, I'll leave one of those YouTube surveys on one of the sides of the screen and tell me, should I raw this fork? What should I do to my scooter? I'll just leave tons of questions there that I want to know. And if there's anything new that you'd like me to do, just leave it in the comments down below. So yeah, about the F5 axle. My F5 axle, I like to ride my scooter a little bit loose. It's not only because I'm in the street, but I also like the feeling of riding an undialed scooter, since it feels like everything's going much faster than when it's dialed and it's tight. And so I would notice that the F5 axle would go loose very fast, since I didn't tighten it very hard and I didn't want my wheel to go really slowly. So it actually ended up falling out, and I was really lucky that I had my old Ethic axle that you guys might have seen from when I got this deck and they forgot to send me the hardware. I put in like my old Ethic hardware with tons of spacers. I actually keep that in my backpack, and so I got the axle and I put it in and it works perfectly fine. So the only thing I would have to say about the F5 axles is be careful and have some replacement bolts just in case they fall out or anything happens. I've also seen this happen to Tommy Dodano when he used to make vlogs, and yeah, it's just really annoying to have your axle fall out and have it ruin your whole day of riding, which luckily didn't happen to me. You can also see that I have the Tilt headset over here. As I've said in pretty much all my videos, the Tilt headset is the best headset out there. It's the fastest, it lasts a long time. I mean, you can even see Max Peters, who just left Envy, switch to a Tilt headset like that. And yeah, they're just the best headsets out there. They're really fast, they're really smooth, and I've never had to grease this one or anything like that, and it's still going strong. But I'm actually going to make a video on how to grease your bearings and how to do all that stuff, because I've had requests on how to make it stop creaking, all that kind of stuff. That's how you do it. You use grease, and I'll make a video on how you can do it in the future. Something else I've noticed is that if you like to ride your scooter really undialed, which isn't the case with me, you can actually tighten your SES onto your bars, and before you do that, you can take out the compression bolt, then put your bars on, and then tighten everything together, and it works fine. I'm not a really big fan of that because I'm scared that my bars will just come right off while I'm doing a trick, but hey, some people are into that. One con that I've noticed is that if you don't like having your compression really tight and you leave it a little bit loose, the screw starts to get so loose that it actually makes the cap and the screw rattle around while you're riding. And it's actually gotten to the point before where the compression bolt comes completely out of the fork, which it's not really that bad, but it sounds terrible. And to me, it's just not a really pleasant thing. So yeah, these are the Tilt SES and the Tilt fork. I would never change this fork. However, I might be changing this SES. I'm not really sure, but I'm always gonna have it on one of my setups. I actually am making, since I have this street setup right now, I have all my old parts over there. I was thinking about maybe having a park setup and a street setup so that I could do both whenever I wanted to. So yeah, just tell me what you guys think about that in the comments. Obviously, I'll leave a card on the sides. And yeah, just leave a like on this video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, and just leave me a comment on why you didn't enjoy this video. So yeah, if you want to see my edits every week or weekend, which I usually make them, follow me on Instagram, which I will always leave in the description down below, and I'll put on the screen right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow where I'm going to do a review on the Tilt Jonah Humble signature wheels.